Hit me one time. No. It's the Capital City Podcast. I'm your host, Capital J, alongside my main man,
Yale Glass.
Tonight, we want to talk about what's appropriate. Now, you understand, of course, by now, if you've been following the podcast, I am a DJ. I've been a DJ for a long time. I've DJ'd so many different places, so many different types of events for so many different types of people. And I have something to address. What made me think about this today is I was watching election night coverage, and I watched them go to the headquarters for the candidates, and CNN or Fox or whoever, every channel you turn to, they're broadcasting live from one of the headquarters or the other. And this year, and I guess in the last election too, they've been sending DJs to the polls, and there have been a lot of DJs at political events. You been seeing that, DL?
Yeah, absolutely, especially here in this area, because they had something the other night with Fantasia and them.
That had something to do with the election cycle?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Strictly for Fantasia. I forgot who else was up there.
Yeah, so they got the musicians involved, but they also got the DJs involved.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was a first.
Yeah, at this magnitude, because they also had a thing called DJs at the polls.
Mm-hmm.
And, every polling place had a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wasn't, since I voted early, I didn't get to see any of the DJs at the polls.
Me either. Yeah.
But when I was watching the coverage, look, Trump rally, they had the, I think the DJ was playing YMCA.
Mm-hmm.
And we got over to Kamala Harris's rally, her election night headquarters. And the girl from CNN was talking.
Mm-hmm.
But all I could hear was "Wipe Me Down."
They got a country version of that?
Nah, "Wipe Me Down." "Wipe Me Down" is the country version of that. Them boys from Baton Rouge.
Okay.
So, and I was like, okay, they jamming over here. Mm-hmm. And I looked back behind the reporter, and I could see some people on stage, and they were getting it in. So I was like, okay. So right now I see a clear contrast between the selections the DJs playing at Kamala's headquarters versus what's being played over at Trump's headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
So then they go away for a little while and they come back.
Right.
And she's talking, and all I can hear in the background is Young Thug. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, "Wipe Me Down." Okay, "Wipe Me Down" has passed a certain test at this point.
Yeah.
Like, the song may have started out as a certain thing, but at this point, "Wipe Me Down," I think, may actually be a bona fide classic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Young Thug song, I think it might have been "Lifestyle" or something, And let's just say that's what it was. I don't know. I can't remember what song it was.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
But we're on CNN on election night.
Right.
The headquarters for the person who is running the person running is a prosecutor.
Yeah.
The person whose music is playing
is being prosecuted.
Just got sentenced.
He got probation, man. He didn't get sentenced.
No, his sentence was probation, so he got sentenced.
I know, but
So I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, this DJ is not playing the appropriate music for the moment.
Right.
Now, considering that we're in the middle of an election cycle,
mm-hmm.
now, I'm an experienced DJ, and I'm going to tell you and whoever else is listening, if you're a DJ and you find yourself at a political event with the presidency hanging in the balance,
mm-hmm.
it's time for you to go through your playlist.
Step it up, man.
Step it up. Look around at the crowd.
Right.
Like, I know I don't even have to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 100% sure that by the time, if you got that little Boosie over and it was doing this thing, an experienced DJ would be thinking to himself, well, I don't need to go too much more deeper
Right.
into my trap category at this particular function. Mm-hmm. So what we're talking about today is being appropriate for the occasion,
right,
for the audience, and for the event.
Yes.
And a lot of people drop the ball. Like, and it's something that it takes time to learn. So, whoever was lucky enough to get that gig, I'm going to say right now that if CNN, if this is being broadcast to the world, I don't want to be the DJ that's playing Young Thug when CNN cuts
right.
to the headquarters for Kamala Harris.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And it's not that I would not play that song at a party.
Who
I would play that
the
song
DJ?
at a college party. I'll play that song at a house party.
Yeah.
I'll play that song at a cookout. Mm-hmm. I would play that song at a high school party, the clean version.
Okay.
I would not play that song
Right.
on election night at Kamala Harris's headquarters.
Right.
I wouldn't even put that in my crate. Like, so when they cut there, I'm sitting here waiting, like, okay, we're just gonna play like maybe some Frankie Beverly and Maze before I let go. Maybe even Return of the Mac. Something else.
And just thinking about that, so, and I know this dude is a marketing genius. And so when he said it, I was like, it would make sense, but can I believe this? That 50 Cent said that Trump tried to pay him estimated of $3 million to come and perform at one of his rallies.
Oh, absolutely. I believe that.
The significance of it is because many men wish death upon me. And Trump had just went through getting shot. And Trump is a bona fide tough guy. And you look at an artist like 50 Cent who got shot 9 times and is this bona fide bully, tough guy. So I could see the representation.
Well, see, here's the thing. 50 Cent at a Trump rally, like, what's appropriate at a Trump rally? Here's the thing. The audience determines what's appropriate.
Yeah.
And since the audience, what we've seen from the past 8 years since Trump has been on the political scene, his audience is a little more anything goes.
Right.
Like, they just had an event at Madison Square Garden with a dude called Puerto Rico, a floating pile of garbage. And then he looked in the crowd and said, oh, black guy, that's my friend. We went trick-or-treating. We carved a watermelon together. So if you're DJing at the Trump rally, you can play whatever you want to play. Mm-hmm. Because what goes on there is not going to change a thing. Right. Nobody's going to change their opinion of Donald Trump based on what happens at his rally, at his headquarters, at his house. He can grab as many pussies as he wants to.
He could have had a Diddy
party. It doesn't matter for him. But for Kamala Harris, the Democratic Party is a little more butthurt about every little thing that goes on. Mm-hmm. So understand the assignment, DJ.
Right.
Standing on the stage. Like,
I want to know who is he.
I don't know who that was.
His followership.
But I'm blasting this dude right now.
Yeah.
Just for not having the sense enough to understand the assignment at the moment. I mean, you feel me?
Yes.
This is a big moment. And we're talking about, like, we already understand the stereotypes that people have about black people in general. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm pretty sure there are plenty of jokes about how the White House was going to be serving fried chicken and watermelon when Barack Obama got in there.
Yeah.
Told at mad country clubs.
Tiger Woods started that.
So if you're the DJ at a Kamala Harris event and you know that we as black people are often stereotyped in a certain way, I feel like you have a duty. Especially since you're trying to help this woman get, she's not in there already. Once she gets in office, you can play whatever you want to at that party.
Absolutely.
But while the process is going on, you want to present as a DJ, everything you play, you want it to be the same type of thing that a politician, you are now part of the political process, and a politician does not do anything polarizing. They don't go too far right, too far left. Well, nowadays they do, but in general, a politician is supposed to keep it in the middle and please as many people as possible. And that's your job as a DJ.
Yes.
So as a politician, you stay away from saying things that may offend somebody, one group, because you need them all.
Right.
And we got some hip hop music that's just not, you can't play certain songs without offending somebody.
Yeah. Like I told you, I was offended that Meg Thee Stallion was twerking on stage at the Commodore.
Right. So while we're talking about inappropriate music, we talking about DJ playing inappropriate music, let's talk about artists. You were hired for an event. What is the event? Oh, it's a political rally.
Right.
For what? Mayor of Columbus, Ohio? No.
Right.
For the presidency of the United States. Oh, word. I'm going to go up there and twerk. That's not the political answer.
Right.
It's not the political answer. So I need, for the future, any black person that's involved in entertaining for a political event, to sit down and think for a second. At that moment, what you're supposed to play for is your grandmother. Everybody, we've all had a grandmother that we respect, because like when I'm trying to talk to a certain demographic in our community, I have to use grandmother
to touch home.
To touch home,
right? Because
if I say, think about your parents, for my parents, they won't never there. I want to hear that,
right?
Well, what if it's your dad? You wouldn't do that for your dad. My dad, I don't even know my daddy. Yeah. Well, we ain't talking about that,
right?
But somebody dropped you off at your grandmama's house.
Yeah.
And she had rules.
Absolutely.
And you weren't going to come in the door bumping no Young Thug.
Right.
All loud in her house. Well, when you're DJing a political function where the outcome is something huge like this, you might want to go into your grandma bag. Right. Stuff that's not going to offend grandma. So, and you can't lose once you get in that bag.
I'm gonna say what you being politically correct about. Keep that nigga shit over there.
Man, we trying to win the election, man. We got
that's offensive. Like you said, somebody's offended. I'm offended by that nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that know me know. I say after 5 p.m. I don't want to talk to no niggas. Any black person, call me. We can chop it up. But that nigga shit, it cut off at a certain time. I don't want to be a part of it. It's certain places I won't go. I'm that person. It's like, who over there?
Who over there?
You know what I'm saying?
And that's not a question. And when you pull up somewhere, and let's say you sit in your car, you roll up to a joint, you're trying to find a place to take your wife.
Great example.
You're trying to find a place to take your wife, and you pull up. You hear "Wipe Me Down." You might be like, maybe. Then Young Thug come on out. You be like, baby, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if this is a place we want to spend the evening.
Because as soon as you get out of the car, you go smell trees.
So if that is the association that we have as a part of the community at this age, do you want to hear that ish at anything having to do with a presidential election?
Nothing.
I'm so disappointed in whoever put all the music together for this whole election cycle for the Democrats need to be fired.
Yeah. Well, America fired them.
They sure did. They sure did. And I'm not saying this is. I mean, there are plenty of reasons why one could lose the election.
Right.
This is just one small thing. But I'm telling you, as a DJ, you don't go to a political event and get in your trap bag.
Like, where they do that?
That's not appropriate.
Right.
So this whole show tonight is about being appropriate. Understand the assignment. Like if I go DJ at a middle school, they ask me all day. The kids come up, there's a line of kids like they're waiting to get in Club 112 at Atlanta, and that's just to ask for requests.
Right.
They're lined up.
Yeah.
So I just give them a piece of paper and say, write it down. 85% of what they put on the paper is inappropriate.
Right.
Inappropriate.
Right.
There's no version of the song I could play. The clean version with no curse words. Like, hey, can you play Ice Spice Munch? No, not for your 6th graders and 7th graders and 8th graders.
Right.
No, I'm not playing that.
Right.
I don't care if she's not cussing. It don't matter. This is inappropriate for the situation in this event.
Right.
And if I want to return to this event, I'm not going to play that.
Yeah.
And that is the control that you have as a DJ.
And
it doesn't matter about them 5 or 10 people who say, I'm ready to turn up. Because I'm pretty sure I saw people rocking out when he was dropping the Boosie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, somebody that went up there and said, hey, man, go ahead and turn up, man. Kamala got this in the bag, man. Let's go ahead and all turn up.
Yeah.
You have the power.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that entire audience there, they need a trap set.
The people on stage twerking probably didn't vote.
They probably, you know what I'm saying?
And you messed around and lost some people that was probably there who was going to vote, who didn't vote for you.
Especially considering that out of every age group, the one age bracket that Kamala Harris lost was 45 to 64. That is the age group of people that do not want to hear no Young Thug at a political event.
Right.
And that is the age bracket that she lost.
And
is it because of the DJ and the awful music selection and the silly twerking and all that? I don't know.
Right.
But those people are important because that is the largest demographic of voters, and that's the only demographic of voters age-wise that she lost.
Yeah.
And that is the one that you will turn off by being silly.
And somebody listening to this right now saying, well, Obama had Jeezy and Jay-Z in them.
After he won.
And
after
they made conscious music to support.
Yeah, Jeezy didn't walk in with all the hoes out of Magic City.
No. My president is black. I mean, that song is going to live for a long time because of the message embedded in it. We didn't get anything new, nothing that added value to this election, right? Even, what's your boy name? YG with his F Donald Trump track. You know what I'm saying? That song had such a message attached to it.
Okay, like the F Donald Trump song. Like after every time they cut over to the headquarters, I wouldn't have been surprised to hear that playing after a while.
Right. And that would have reached everybody.
Nah, that would have been a bad look too.
Man.
F Donald Trump, you can't be playing that. That's another one. As a DJ, I'm gonna skip that record. I'm not playing that in right now.
But I'm just speaking to in response to some
maybe
of the
after
stuff,
she concedes.
Some of the stuff that he has said, and some of the stuff that he has said, and some of the stuff that he pushes. You know what I'm saying? To say like. At some point, if you voted for Kamala, you have said, fuck Donald Trump. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel you, but at the end of the day, that's an inappropriate message in the political sphere. It doesn't matter if you agree with the message or not. As the DJ, you need to know what's appropriate and inappropriate.
Yeah.
And like at some point, somebody commissioned Megan Thee Stallion to come perform. She, like you said, you brought this up. It was a great point.
She dropped it.
She could have written a song about why we need to go vote and why Kamala Harris is good for the country.
Yep.
But she turned around, showed her ass, and twerked.
Yes.
And that further cements whatever stereotype people have in their head. They say even when you let one of them rise to the level of running for president, they still bring this foolishness in.
Right.
Is this what you want?
Right.
You know, like this is. So you got to understand that's really what it comes down to. Is this the kind of like right now when you vote for the president, people are voting what kind of America they want to live in. This the America you want, where Megan Thee Stallion is gonna be at the White House. They're gonna have house parties. It's gonna be trap music. You see what's going on at this rally,
right?
At this headquarters. That's what the White House is gonna be. And I understand that this is the last hour when this happened.
Yeah, but
that energy's been going on
the whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah,
and I don't know. People, you understand the assignment. You know what I'm saying? Megan Thee Stallion didn't understand the assignment. But just not to be stuck on what's going on with the political cycle. We're talking about being appropriate
anywhere.
Right. So we're going to go farther.
Mm-hmm.
What's appropriate? What's not appropriate? Mm-hmm. And how you can tell. Because we aim to educate.
Yes.
Right? Okay. As a DJ, wedding receptions, family reunions, school functions, anything, birthday parties for anybody over the age of 50, clean music off top.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Clean music. Just go ahead and understand that the most appropriate thing you can play is always the clean version.
Right.
Can't go wrong with it. If you are somewhere and they say, why are you playing the clean version? We don't want to hear that. Then it's time to reevaluate where you're spending your time at. Because for the most part, I get away with playing cleans in almost everywhere I go. And when I get somewhere and they ask me why I'm playing the clean, somebody probably gonna get shot in a 6-month span at this place.
Mm-hmm.
Because the people in there go out of their way to hear the dirty version and they get upset when it's clean. Then this place that you're in is gonna have some issues at some point. You gotta understand that. It comes with the territory. So all those places I just named, take clean music to those places. Second, look at your audience and consider what type of function this is and who are these people and where are they coming from. Okay, I'm at a political function. Who's involved in politics? The kind of people that are involved in politics usually have a different type of taste, a wider variety of tastes, I'm going to say, because it's not like people involved in politics don't like Lil Boosie or Young Thug.
Right.
They do.
Right.
A lot of them do.
Yes. Yeah.
But when you're playing for everybody and you're in that environment, keep it safe, keep it simple. And in that case, I would say, hey, R&B is probably the way to go. Because with R&B, even if you want to get in your new bag and take care of the current songs, play current artists for a younger audience, you can without running across something too offensive.
And it's stuff, yeah.
You know?
There's a lot more stuff out
there. Get in your R&B bag.
Right.
So if you got young people at a political rally and you want them to have a good time too, there's so many Beyonce songs you could reach in there and grab that young people gonna dig. I'm just not understanding. Just not understanding.
How the hell Cardi B gonna tell me who to vote for?
Cardi B? Hey, Cardi B can tell you who to vote for.
How the hell Cardi B gonna tell me who to vote for?
Where did this come from?
I'm saying,
like, because I know we're talking about being appropriate, and I think.
I'm sorry.
Are you? What podcast you listening to?
I was trying to figure out who was the DJ at some of the rallies, and one of the first things I see is Cardi B spoke at her Milwaukee rally. Who the hell? Like.
Well,
they don't vote, bro. They don't vote, bro.
Here's the thing: you don't bring what day was that? You can't bring Cardi B out on the last day.
I'm sorry,
but somebody like Cardi B is somebody who could make a difference. Like, here's the thing: I often wonder, had Cardi B been on that stage, would she have twerked? I don't think so. I don't think so.
And the proof is there.
I don't think so.
She stopped twerking when her kid came in the room.
So
she
right
understood the assignment.
Right now, Cardi B was a better choice.
Right.
And you know, and I know, we've seen Cardi B can clean up. She knows how to clean up. She understands what's appropriate and what's not a little bit better, I think, than Megan Thee Stallion does.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
I'm sorry, Cardi.
I mean, but with all that being said, you know, there was sounds like there was a better option.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Megan doesn't have Cardi's past.
Right.
So if you're gonna vet somebody as a presidential candidate, look based on their past actions, and then Megan Thee Stallion is the choice. Yeah. But somebody should have sat down with her and explained the magnitude of the situation, I think. And so maybe somebody dropped the ball there too. Yeah. In the campaign, they're not communicating with people what is appropriate for the situation. However this happened, it was just, like I said, inappropriate across the board. You know?
And I think a lot of times it happens, just generally speaking about what's not appropriate, is that people have a limited view of what is really going on. Like you always say, you got to read the room.
Right, read the room, man.
Yeah, and these people aren't reading the room. I was at the pool hall a few months ago, and the music that this guy was playing, I was like, oh, this some shit. And then somebody came up to me, a random person came up to me and was like, the fuck is he playing? Right. I'm like, bro, all you had to do was read the room. Like, yeah, people was in there playing pool, but it was nobody bobbing their head.
Right.
It was nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But you got a lot of, hey man, as long as I've been DJing, there's a percentage of DJs, I would say as high as maybe 25% of working DJs. I'm not talking about a guy who DJed a party and never DJed again. I'm talking about guys who've been working for 2-3 years plus. Mm-hmm. Now you're now an official working DJ. And I would say there's a solid 25% of DJs that don't have the ability or don't care to read the room. Right. And that's,
I hate you told me that.
Selfish.
I hate you told me that because now I pay attention to that.
You pay attention because you know, like I've had DJs tell me like I don't want nobody to come up and ask me for nothing. Huh? Well, you are there to entertain the audience. Right. I know it's a pain in the butt, DJs, when people ask you for stuff. Mm-hmm. But the appropriate thing is the people in the party are the people you are there to provide music for. Right. So if one person from the party comes up and asks you for a song, don't take it personal. It doesn't mean that you're not doing a good job. Like I was just DJing the other weekend. I had everybody rocking on some old school. Dude comes up, it's like, hey man, you know. And I'm talking about there was absolutely no reason. It's early. It's just 10 o'clock. Party got hours left to go. Okay. Party rocking already and playing old school. It's early. Right. Hey man, old school cool, but he hit up some R&B or something, you know. And I'm like, man, can't you wait? Yeah. But at the same time, like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and serve this dude up. Mm-hmm. Because when he walks out of here, and I remember looking out there at the audience, he gave me the look and pointed at me like, yeah. Right. And I'm like, yeah, you kind of really messed up the vibe I had. But yeah, I took care of you too. Right. Because he also is at this party.
But as a DJ, you do have those times where you rocking the party so hard, and
I don't have to. That's the thing, though. I don't have to play what you asked for.
No. What I'm saying is sometimes because music is all about emotions and feelings and vibes. Mm-hmm. You vibing so hard, you evoke an emotion or a vibe from somebody, and they're like, "Damn, now I want to hear this song." That goes along with the vibe.
Now, what he asked for didn't go along with the vibe at the time.
Right, yeah.
But, you know, the appropriate thing for me to do is to hear this dude. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it would be inappropriate for me to be like, man, I don't take requests. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, I did play what he wanted to hear, and guess what? He danced. He danced with his girl. But here go the thing. Yeah. There were a few other people out there too. Okay. And I got there But the assignment is for me to make the people in this room happy.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And I think some DJs think that when I DJ, it's about me being happy.
Yeah.
And when they're playing songs for you, it may not be what they wanted to hear.
Right.
And they forget that their job, the assignment, is to make you happy.
Right.
So yeah, you can ask me for a request. I may not play it. I may play it. But I'm gonna hear what you got to say.
Right.
And if it's a good one, I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be dope. And I put a whole set together for you and rock you out of your shoes. But some DJs don't want to hear that.
Right. Right.
As a DJ, it's appropriate for you to hear your audience. You know? Some DJs get this feeling of superiority because I've heard more songs than you. I know what's good.
Right.
What's good is what the crowd want to hear.
Right.
End of story. There's a million songs that I hate that I play every weekend.
Right.
Because the people want to hear it. And I know some DJs that will not play a song they don't like. So, back to being, what's appropriate is what the crowd wants to hear.
Okay.
Unless it's inappropriate for the occasion. Now, if that dude came up and asked me to play Kiss Rock and Roll All Night, a rock and roll song from 1979 in this room where I'm playing old school hip hop and R&B, I'm sorry, your request is inappropriate.
Okay.
Understand the assignment, people.
Right.
Understand the assignment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, when you go to perform somewhere, artists, I've seen artists come to perform and their kids in the room. And they just jump straight out cussing.
Right.
That's inappropriate.
Right. Yeah.
I don't care if you cuss in front of your own kids.
Right. Yeah.
That's inappropriate.
Yeah.
And I know it's 2024. Things ain't like they used to be. I know.
Right.
In 2024, way more people are inappropriate than they used to be.
Yeah.
Because nobody checked your ass. Nobody sat you down and told you. Because sometimes people just don't know.
Right.
So if you didn't know, that's one thing. But after this podcast,
Yeah.
you know, and now you're accountable.
Right.
Once you know the difference between appropriate and inappropriate, you are, from that point forward, accountable for your actions. If you don't know, you're not accountable.
It's like your girl, Sexy Red, went to perform at the middle school. Pound Town is the biggest song in the world.
She didn't know that was inappropriate, but she was very inappropriate. She got out the car.
Yeah.
She smoked blunts all the way up to the school. She got out of the car smelling like a pound of loud.
Yes.
And went in talking about she's getting ready to perform for these students. And they were like, no, you ain't.
Right.
She thought that was appropriate.
Oh, my God.
That's not appropriate.
Right.
But I can't blame her for that one.
Shit.
Because, well, no, I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because maybe she didn't know. But now, that, like, she showed up at the school. Apparently, she had no idea how inappropriate she was.
She knew she was going to a middle school.
But maybe the middle. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say that this woman that put out makeup flavors of venereal diseases and all this stuff probably maybe she didn't have the training growing up to understand what's appropriate and inappropriate when it comes to dealing with children. Because maybe when she was a child,
it was okay.
Maybe if she went to middle school, maybe the teachers smoked. I don't know. Maybe everybody smelled like trees when she was growing up.
Right.
But now she has been told the right way. Next time, she is 100% accountable. This time, the first time she went, and what you don't know, hey man, until you're taught,
it ain't gonna be no next time.
It will. There will be. Somebody do it again.
And
She's probably been to a middle school since then.
Okay.
And you know what? She probably learned what not to do.
Right.
Or better yet, no, I think the more the more likely answer is that all the schools in America learned it's not appropriate to invite Sexy Red.
Right.
More
That's
than
my
Sexy
point.
Red learned it's not appropriate to show up smelling like trees.
Yeah.
Administrators learn it's not appropriate to you're just not going to invite her, period.
Absolutely.
Either way,
Yeah.
everybody learned something.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to blame nobody for the first time because you didn't know. You didn't know she was going to show up like that. She didn't know any better. Okay. Next time, and like you said, there probably won't be a next time because lesson learned.
Yeah, on both sides.
Inappropriate.
Right.
Inappropriate.
Right.
Like
The baby making his comment that's okay in certain arenas about dropping the F-bomb.
What?
That rhymes with maggot.
Oh, the baby?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't know. You know,
He didn't know.
he didn't know.
And arguably a lot of people from our generation, like that's something that our generation had to be taught.
Uh-huh.
That wasn't inappropriate. As much as people don't want to admit it,
Yeah.
the F-bomb as a derogatory term towards gay people wasn't taught as inappropriate until probably 15 years ago.
Right. Because it was so commonly used.
Folks used to call slow people retarded. Nobody ever said you're not supposed to say that
They don't say
until
that.
about 15 years ago.
Don't say that no more.
No, you don't say retarded.
Right.
You don't say faggot. You're like folks don't say nigga like they used to.
What's this? 36 minutes. 42.
Yo, you're trying to figure out where to take. I'm just saying, but yeah, folks don't. Hey, but I'm just saying, folks.
Yeah.
There's certain things
Right.
like even. Yeah, there's just certain words
Using the M word.
that
For a
things
short
are
person, for a
not
little person.
right. You can't say midget. I'm just saying it all. But I'm just saying you can't. These are things that when we were growing up,
It was okay, yeah.
there was nothing wrong with saying this stuff, and now
You can't say
it's
dyke.
inappropriate. All that stuff is inappropriate,
Right,
and we had to be taught that as a generation of people.
right.
Like our kids already know, but we had to be taught.
Right.
Same thing as when I was a kid. You find an old white person, they might call you a nigga. Because when they were growing up, it wasn't inappropriate to call a black person a nigga. It became inappropriate as we got more and more civil rights start showing up in the workplace and suing people for discrimination. Then all of a sudden it's inappropriate
Right.
to use the N-word around black people. But there were a whole generation of white people had to be taught.
And that was in the 60 what?
Man, shoot.
You said when you was growing up. I was
Not the 60s. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
and some people got the lesson, some people didn't. But the fact of the matter is, when you do it today, you suffer the consequences because you have been taught, so now you're accountable.
Right.
Those people that haven't been taught any better, they didn't suffer any consequences for using the N-word.
Right.
But now that the word is out, that all these words are inappropriate, you suffer consequences
Right.
for using them.
Absolutely.
It's the way of the world.
Right.
Eminem,
Yeah.
he learned about what was appropriate too, as far as using that F-bomb in there.
Oh yeah, okay. He used to say it all the time.
Right. And everybody said, okay, you've progressed, you've learned from the situation, and
Right.
now it's water under the bridge.
Right. Stop
But
saying
you gotta learn something. You know, it takes a while to learn what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. You know, here in our music industry, R. Kelly thought it was appropriate to have sex with Aaliyah. And but listen, and I'm gonna tell you right now that so many artists in the music industry have taken advantage of young girls who want to be singers, actors, etc., that what he was doing had not been taught to be inappropriate.
Yeah, right.
That's the reason Harvey Weinstein did it for so long. Bill Cosby got away with taking advantage of women. That means that it was not inappropriate at one point because nobody suffered consequences for it. Once people started suffering consequences and the word got out that it's inappropriate, now you see Puff Daddy is accountable. Nobody was accountable for how they treated women, especially young girls back in the day. James Brown took Tammy Terrell in when she was like 15 years old. She's a chick from Motown, sang lots of duets with Marvin Gaye, but she started her music career going on the road with James Brown as a teenager. Mm-hmm. He had sex with her and beat her so bad. Left at a bus station. She called home, called her parents, and went back home. Wow. But nothing came of that.
Right.
James Brown didn't go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And later on, she ends up on Motown, but she had that experience already. Mm. But nobody told him it was inappropriate because everybody else was doing it too.
Right.
You know, the same time that was going on, Roman Polanski was fleeing the country for having an underage chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was going on all over the place. Woody Allen was sleeping with his stepdaughter.
Right.
You know, so nobody had been made an example out of.
Right.
Now, it's inappropriate. And going forward, every person who does this will probably face consequences if their victim takes it to court.
And that's the
word is out.
Chief.
It's not appropriate.
Unless they the commander in chief.
Unless they're commander in chief.
Because if you set yourself up right, you might be president.
well, that's something that used to be appropriate. It was never appropriate, but people got away with it, and nobody said anything. And now it's absolutely inappropriate.
Right.
You know, let me see, what else is just doggone inappropriate? Okay. Sampling without paying. In the music industry, there used to be a time where it was just appropriate. You hear a sample you like, you sample it, you put the record out, ask for forgiveness later. Mm-hmm. It's not appropriate anymore.
Right.
If you want to participate, you have to go through the proper avenues if you want to use somebody else's music.
Right.
But we had to be taught that because when sampling first happened, there was no precedent. We didn't know how to navigate this new way of making music.
Right.
So everybody went for broke. And then Biz Markie was held accountable. And now the word is out. So when you take a sample, you haven't paid for it, have reached out to the artist, there's going to be consequences and repercussions.
Right.
That's an inappropriate thing to do. That's straight up theft now. And now, you know, we ain't think about it like that back in the day. Mm-hmm. But now that hip hop has come as far as it's come, we people who used to love samples so much, if somebody took a verse from Jay-Z, he's going to be pretty pissed.
Absolutely.
He'll be like, wait a minute, no, you got that sample right there. Let me go ahead and get that check.
And to make the correlation between the treatment of women and even in podcasting. So there was a podcast in recent years, I would say in the last 2 years, that grew to pretty heavily viewed or consumed podcast. It was Fresh and Fit. But he was a womanizer. And once people realized what was going on this podcast, I mean, overnight, he was canceled. The podcast was canceled because of his treatment of women. And so, you know, like you said, it's not just, it's anything now that can get you, and I hate to use the word cancel, but I mean, that's like cancel.
So when you say a womanizer, he just had a lot of women, that's it?
No, like verbally abusing women on the podcast and calling them out.
Right, misogyny used to be okay. It's not acceptable anymore.
Yeah.
Like and that's something that literally used to be okay. Mm-hmm. Used to be okay for a man to talk down on a woman and I'm the man, I wear the pants.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, inappropriate now. So, hey, understand the assignment, man. Wherever you go, man, some things are appropriate, some things are not. Like, we started this thing from a DJ perspective, but it It goes all across the entertainment industry, right down to, here's another thing, appropriate, inappropriate. I'm going to DJ an event. It's a black tie event. Well, I might want to dress up a little bit to DJ this event. I won't be standing up there in a sweatsuit DJing for people that have on tuxedos.
Right.
It's not appropriate. I'm inappropriately dressed for the room. And back to the music, there's certain kind of music. You see tuxedos in the room, certain stuff need to come right out of crates. We're not doing that in tuxedos. Just the way, or that, that's just the way I came up in this. You play for the audience and the way that they're dressed. But you have to have enough depth as a DJ to be able to understand how to make a party out of these new developments. Because, every DJ, if all you do in this club every week, you're not going to be able to walk into that venue and satisfy everybody. You're going to end up right back in your trap bag, which is probably what happened. I think that was a lack of experience. If you've been around long enough, you got a couple of hours for whoever. I think I could give anybody 2 hours. Consider how many different people show up, 2 hours. If you were born in 1965, I give you 2 hours. You were born in 1945, I give you 2 hours. If you're white and you were born in 1980, I give you 2 hours.
Right.
So, but understand the assignment, people. That's it. I'm through. I expected better. I kind of thought to myself, if a person's DJing an event of this magnitude, I expected better.
Right.
I expected it would be somebody who had the type of experience in dealing with crowds that they will understand the assignment a little better. So I'm just trying to be helpful, y'all.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Stay appropriate out here. Appropriate language, appropriate dress, appropriate music, all that.
That's it.
Hey, that's all I got to say, man. It was just on my mind. You want to add something?
I think we covered it all. I think this is one of those with teaching points to a DJ. Just like you said, just be mindful of it.
Yeah, be mindful, man.
Yeah, you got to read the room.
Right.
Yeah. And me as a consumer, like I said, just by keep having these conversations with you, I look for certain things when I'm in a party or in that environment now myself. And so yeah, it was a good one.
Hey, another thing, appropriate volume.
Oh yeah. I hate walking around. I got to cover one of my ears.
Oh, now I like you having to cover one of your ears if you're too close to my sound. If you walk past my speaker and you don't cover up one of your ears, then my music ain't loud enough. Because if you can stand in front of one of my speakers, I'm going to either deafen you or my music ain't loud enough.
Okay.
Like, I don't want you to be able to stand right in front of my speakers.
Yeah, I ain't trying to do that.
Yeah, because if you do, you're blocking the sound. So I cut it up to run people away from that little 5-foot area right in front of the speaker so the sound can escape. If you want to stand right in front of it, I'm going to blow your eardrums.
Right.
You leave here bleeding. And that's the appropriate thing to do.
That's it.
Yeah, but that's it, man. We out here. It's the Capital City Podcast, appropriately coming to you like we do every week. And we're available on all streaming platforms. Capital J alongside my main man,
DL Glass.
And we'll holler at you. Stay appropriate, people.